And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They fake the give. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back to throw. Costello. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Costello looking deep downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down. How big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run on first down. Vaughn. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Newton. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, we have you on the edges. Have you on the edges. Go. 37. Check 37.
On the carry, it's Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
70, Indy.
To throw on 3rd down, Costello. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
For a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Down. 10-2 stop. Let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Hey.
On the ground, it's Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Costello. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
20.
Back to throw, Newton. Got a man open, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. 23 yards the pickup there. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
20.
On first down, it's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Set. 20. Check 15, check 15. Check 9, check. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Check. Lucky.
3rd and 2, Newton. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Left, watch left. Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
From the gun, Costello. Got a man open, it's Ross. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Give me 2 jet bombers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
At the 42-yard line.
Check hot route. Hot. Yes. Motion man. You got motion man. Yeah.
On 2nd down, Cook. And an alley to run. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. from 17 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey! Go! Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Operating from the gun. Newton looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Check 13.
On first down. It's Vaughn. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton dancing to his left. He'll run it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Newton buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant. 8. Gun.
Now a give, right side. Vaughn. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Give to the fullback. This is Ron. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Derek Watt taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Choose the mic. Go.
2nd and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
20.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Great.
To throw is Newton. He finds Beckham, complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
8. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Vaughn. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gun.
From the 50, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, Throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw that sack complete to Smith-Schuster. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
The 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be
pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Newton now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Newton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Check 3. 218, chop.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Under 10. Hey, zoom on that.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Oh, the Pro Bowler Landry couldn't hang on, and now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball.
Odell Beckham Jr. past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Browns get a score closer. Seibert on for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the the toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, Delta. Say go.
On third down, Costello. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down.
Let's go. 18
First
games.
and 10 at the 25-yard line.
61. Matchbox lights. Yep. Motion to backfield. Hit it.
On first down, Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Ready. 30 base.
Second and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
At the 25.
Ready.
They run it again with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost,